Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Twisted Kisses. It's your girl Lex, bringing you this quick natural look with lashes. Because if you're like me, you're in meetings all day, virtual meetings all day for work. Before we get started, let's be clear. I'm not a professional makeup artist, so please do not come for me in these comments, okay? Okay. Feel free to drop a comment if you like what you see. Don't forget the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so that you can get alerts every time I give you content. Stay tuned. Okay, so before anything, we're gonna start off with a freshly washed face. I'm showing you some of the hyperpigmentation that I have here. So we're gonna cover that up with the foundation routine that I'm gonna show you, but not before putting on chapstick for these dry behind lips. Shout out to this primer. I'm an Ipsy member, so this is my first time trying this, and I'm praying that this goes well. I'm going to put this on my T-zone because I'm really oily, and where my nose is, I have really big pores, so I want to make sure I fill that up and cover my face here. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty, which is extremely expensive if you're on a budget like myself. I put this on sparingly. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use my finger. Today is a finger day. So that is the only amount of foundation that I'm going to put on. I'm going to use this wet beauty blender to move this product around my face. Honestly, if I would have used more foundation, I wouldn't have had to do this much blending. But my goal is to get my skin even. I don't like to have on a lot of makeup for work. So you're going to see me move this product and I'm going to blend, blend, blend for my life. OMG, I'm still blending. Girl. So you can start to see my skin, my face is actually starting to even out. Okay, so now for my Ben Nye translucent powder in the color Sienna. I'm going to make a mess trying to do this. But I'm going to use that same wet beauty blender to move this product around. Some people use a brush and they tap off the excess and use it that way. But I'm just making sure I get this coverage and making sure my skin is even. And there she is. Now it's time to get these brows together. So I am going to use the brand Eyebrow pencil straight from the beauty supply store. I don't know the name of this thing. It's just called Eyebrow pencil. So I'm going to use the spoolie to pretty much just get the shape of my brows. I usually just brush mine up and then in the corners and then out going to the tail, on the tail of my eyebrow. Once I do that, it's this short strokes. I'm really just filling in the natural growing pattern or the hair pattern in my eyebrows. So that's what you see me doing. I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom. You can see the difference now. It's just a little bit fuller. I actually have really thick eyebrows. So I'm really just following the shape of my eyebrows and just filling those in. I'm using the spoolie to fade the inner corners of my eyebrows. So that's what you see me doing here. All right, now to carve these bad boys out. I'm using the Infallible Concealer. I'm going to try to show you this. Epic fail. Excuse this product display. I'm working on that. Okay, so I am going to use the applicator to actually shape my eyebrows, like actually carve them out. So I'm going to follow the natural curve of my eyebrow. And I'm pretty much just drawing that out. And I'll do that on both sides. And then the next thing is I'm going to make sure I fix that and blend it out. And this will give you like that freshly waxed, threaded type look. So that's the bottom. I'm just cleaning that up. Now I'm going to take my MAC brush. This is an angle brush to help actually clean up and make that line a little bit more straighter. And I'm going to use that same exact concealer. I'm just going to kind of take the brush and put it on top of the applicator. And that line, like the brush itself, actually helps me line up underneath my eyebrows. So you guys get to see that happen. And if you see, like, you can start to see the arch of my eyebrow coming out. And then I'm dragging that concealer, the extra product, down until my eyelid. Now I'm going to use that same brush to do the same exact thing on top. A lot of people will do this step differently. To each his own, whatever works for you. But I'm pretty much just following the arch of my eyebrow. Now that I've carved out that bottom, it's easier for me to do it on the top. So going back in and cleaning that up. And I'm just making sure that line is straight. I'm gonna go over it with my finger and make sure that product is blended so you don't see that harsh line from the concealer to my forehead. And again, just taking the spoolie, brushing it out, defining my arch a little bit better. I'm creating a fake arch here. I shouldn't say fake, but I'm extending my arch a little bit to give me a little pizzazz. So now the hard work is done. I'm really just cleaning up and just making sure my lines are straight, and any hairs that might be showing, I'm just kind of covering those. Remember, this is a virtual meeting, so folks won't be all in your face. They won't be able to see this on camera. So I'm just making sure I clean that up. Brows are probably one of the harder parts to learn. So if you're a beginner, the best advice that I can offer you is to follow the natural shape of your eyebrow. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other one off camera and come back, and here she is, brows done. You know I gotta give you a little brow action. Can you feel it? Can you smell it? That's the question. All right, let's get, sorry, I'm super lame. But let me get in and show you guys the concealer here. This is my favorite part. So what I'm doing is really just bringing my face to life. That's what it is for me. So I'm going to use that same concealer, and I am going to pretty much put it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, everywhere where I want to attract light, pretty much. I put it on my mouth to kind of cover some hyperpigmentation. There is no rules to makeup except for blend. If you forget everything else that I've said in this video, blend, okay? CoverGirl Queen coming through on the bronze. I love this. Let me tell you how much I love it. Boom. Holes. A whole hole is in there, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put this bronzer pretty much where you see it's already dark at, because I've already highlighted the places that I needed to highlight. So if you guys look, I'm putting the bronzer everywhere where it's already dark at. And it's really just bringing color back to my face. It is bringing my face to life, okay? You can like pucker, and that should actually allow you to follow where to go on your cheekbone. Okay, so now I'm gonna contour my nose. And again, I'm pretty much just following where it's already dark with that same brush. And then going right into my eyelid. Same bronzer, same brush. Take notice that I haven't picked up any more product. A little goes a long way, and I'm really just building that product up in my eyelid. Windshield wiper motions. Okay, so here is our highlighter. We're gonna put this everywhere that we put the concealer, okay? I'm gonna get a blush brush from MAC. I'm gonna tap that because I do not want excess falling out on my face. So be very gentle with this, because remember, you're on camera, girl. You put too much on, you're gonna look like a mirror. So be careful. So I'm just gonna put it on there just to give me that glow. This is one of my favorite highlighters, so I use this a lot. So with that same highlighter, I'm just gonna pop it into my tear ducts, again, to just attract light there. And then I'm gonna drag a little bit over my eyelid. Okay, so here's another Ipsy find, but this is just a black pencil. You can do a black lip liner, whatever you're using. If it's not black, it could be a dark brown. But I'm gonna tight line my eyelashes. they're short and thin. Okay, so I do this to make them appear fuller, and sometimes I do this without even putting a full face on. So you can kind of see the difference there. I'm going to take the same step and do it on the top of my lid. So now I did it on the bottom of my eyelashes. I'm going to do them on the top of my lashes, and it's really tight. I'm not doing like a cat eye, or a winged eye, I should say. I'm just kind of giving it some shape and making my eyelashes look fuller. So you can stop here. I'm going to do the other eye off camera. But I do want to tell you that you can stop there. And if you want to put mascara on, that could be the end of your look for you. I'm going to go ahead and put some on for you. Another Ipsy Fine coming to you live. So I'm going to put on my mascara. Just a little tip, if you put it on and you wiggle a little bit, that should kind of allow you to separate your eyelashes so that they look longer and fuller. Again, mine are short and thin, so they need help. So let's put on our lip liner, because we're done after this. But you know, this lip liner is another beauty supply find. I was not about to pay $20 for that chestnut lip liner from MAC, so this is a dupe for me. It's a little bit darker, but I think it really fits my skin tone. And sometimes I just wear this as lipstick. So I'm going to create an ombre lip with using this liner and a Too Faced melted lip, which I'm about to show you guys. But really just kind of filling it in here. And to help create my ombre lip, just make sure you're kind of blending it out. I'm highlighting my Cupid's bow. This really is not my thing. It has yet to do anything for me on any platform, virtual camera, Instagram, none of that. So you can skip this step. But here is the Too Faced melted matte lip that I'm gonna put on my lips to help create my ombre look. As you can see, it is already popping out. I haven't even done anything yet, but just pop those lips together until you got the perfect blend. You might need to come back in with the pencil to touch up a little bit if you don't like the way it's going. I am going to add lashes to this look. Shout out to the beauty supply store on these $3.99 reusables that I cleaned before reusing. And this beginner friendly eyelash glue. I love this glue because it's thick. It allows you to attach the eyelash easily. And then also it comes off easy too. It's just like bonding glue almost. It comes off with water. So as soon as you wet, it really just slides right off your eyelash. So I put it on the strip. I'm going to make sure it's on from end to end and wave it just a little bit to make sure it's tacky. Or, you know, it's sticky so that when I go to place it on my eyelash and remove the tweezers, it doesn't just fall off. So I put it on my eyelash and I'm actually just pretty much sticking the strip to each end, and then I'm squeezing the tweezers to make sure that I have pretty much synchronized, big word, I've actually meshed my eyelashes into the strip so you don't see my eyelashes sticking out. So I'm squeezing this. For some reason, this is really hard to explain, but I hope you guys can kind of get it from the video. If tweezers don't work for you, you can always use your fingers. The last part of this is just me showing you with that same pencil that I use on my lip. I'm just going into my bottom lash. Again, they're short and thin. So I want to kind of add a little bit of volume. I want to give the illusion that I actually have bottom lashes. So you're going to see me kind of spruce those up a little bit. And for the very last step, we're going to add our finishing spray by Scandinavia. This is just going to dampen the skin and bring the look together so that your makeup doesn't look so cakey, even though I don't have a lot on by my standards at least. And I'm pretty sure the nozzle shouldn't be that close, but whatever you do, just make sure it's dry. And here's the finished look. Again, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.